Virgos, I'm sensing that you're trying to do it all right now. You're trying to have so many plates spinning at once. You're trying to balancing so many demands. And I want you just to come back to yourself and incorporate a little bit of fun and focus on you. Welcome to your Gemini season Tarotscope. So Virgos, not surprising because I know a lot of you are very creative, very astute, and are trying to get everything done at once. But the image that I got when I was channeling, it's like you were spinning a pizza dough with one hand. You were like watching TV with one eye. You were like proofreading something. Your foot was like literally contorted so that you were like writing with a pen. You were like balancing on the one foot that was available. But then, of course, after a while, it's like everything, like you just lost your balance and then you're just wound up on the ground with like the pizza dough on your head. So you don't need to try and do so many different things or trying to balance so many energies at this time. What was interesting was it then flashed to just this energy of kind of like a little girl on a swing and just like having the wind blow in her hair and the sun on the face and just enjoying this energy of being or being outside or just enjoying the moment, which I know is very cliche, but you don't need to try and do everything right now or try and get everything done. And the cards kind of reflect that as well. And the last thing that was coming through that, of course, with that little girl, meaning a little bit of inner child work, or another thing that was coming through strongly, Virgos, was the notion of going back home. So if some of you are wanting to go visit your parents or going to visit your childhood home or connecting with your siblings or your cousins or someone that you can really just feel at home with, I think that's also a vibe. Because if you feel like you're just nurturing and pouring into everyone else right now, who's looking after you? And I think that maybe if you have a parent or a sibling or an aunt, uncle, or just a family member or a chosen family member that can hold space for you at this time, or just be in each other's presence, that would be ideal. And of course, there are retrogrades that are happening this month. There's a lot of energy going on. Saturn will start its retrograde on May 23rd. Mercury is going to be retrograde from May 29th until June 22nd. And then we also have, of course, eclipse season. The first eclipse on May 26th, and then the second one on June 10th. And so, especially if you're a Virgo rising, that means that Mercury is your chart ruler. So when it is retrograde, it doesn't mean that everything is going to go awry. It just means that the planet is slowing down, as should you, to take time for yourself and not try and force and push everything. And that if there are delays or people aren't getting back to you, that you're not getting frustrated or pushing harder to get more things done. You also get a chance to just rest and relax, okay? And even the energies of these first three cards, Virgos, we have the Five of Wands with the Hanged Man. It's like you don't need to keep fighting or keep arguing or keep trying to prove yourself. You're literally being asked to slow down. And even with the Three of Wands as the next card, it's kind of like looking ahead. If what you're doing isn't working and you're continually burning yourself out or continually in your head or continually worried about the competition or trying to stand out in your chosen field of work or not feeling like you're being seen in your relationships, you're being asked to stop. Mercury, which has a big influence with Virgo being its ruling planet, is literally slowing down. I need you all to also, it's not that you can't see advancement, that you're not going to be successful or make money this season, but if there's a certain part of your life, whether it is work, family, your health, whatever isn't working and you feel like you're just hitting a dead end, pause and see what's coming up and see if it's in alignment with where you're wanting to go. If you see yourself in amazing health, getting ready for summer, but you can't even have enough energy to go for a walk, never let alone running or lifting weights, or if you're really wanting to expand your career, but you're around all this toxic energy or toxic belief systems, this is the time to just be still and allow the healing to occur, or just see what's coming up for you so that these similar cycles, this kind of going back and forth, or just too many cooks in the kitchen, or just everyone giving their opinion, or even just being in your head so much, can be let go. so that after Mercury is out of that retrograde, out of the post-retrograde shadows, things are probably a bit more clear. Also with the Three of Wands, I kind of noticed, well, travel or looking to the future and looking overseas or looking for bigger opportunities that you know are yours, but maybe right now you don't have the foundation, you don't have the energy to allow those in a certain part of your life. I don't think it's in every part, but I do think there's one specific area, Virgo, where you could benefit from just slowing down and reassessing accordingly. And even with the Five of Wands and the Three of Wands being fire energy, what brings you passion, if you're feeling stuck or unmotivated or depressed or lethargic, just asking yourself what needs to give or what can I let go so that I can reincorporate joy and passion. And again, if you're wanting to travel and it's safe for you to do so, or to just visit family, I think that notion of home right now and what it means to be home for you is very key. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up for Virgos. What else do Virgos need to know? Interesting also, Virgos, there was, I just kept seeing a shark. And so maybe you're the shark and kind of like really knowing exactly where you want to be underneath the surface, plotting and knowing exactly where you want to be. Don't have to rush it. Or just being aware if you can sense kind of like a shark in the water, if there's someone kind of, especially with this Five of Wands energy, that's not the best for you, or you feel like you have to always look over your shoulder or afraid to enjoy that beach day or getting in the ocean or the sea because you're afraid of getting attacked by something. Notice what's coming up. Or if just a shark is your spirit animal, or if any of you have symbolized or know the spirit animal of the shark and what that represents, that was very much coming through for you just again and again and again in that second channel. But we have the Chariot. So again, Virgos, I think some of you are definitely traveling or moving or like really wanting to progress right now. And then we also have that Page of Cups with the Chariot. So creative endeavors, focusing on relationships or creativity. And fittingly enough, we can see in this cup a little fishy coming out to play. Jupiter just entered Pisces, your opposing sign, on May 13th, and it's going to stay there until July 28th, and Venus will enter Cancer on June 2nd. So these water signs will make some good aspects to your Virgo energy. Yes, Jupiter will be opposing your Virgo placements, but Jupiter is all about expansion. So you may just feel this tension or a little bit of contraction because you know things are about to expand. You know that things are going to be moving. Some of you, like I said, definitely either traveling for work, for pleasure, or 100% relocating. And if not, you're moving ahead to creative endeavors. So any creatives out there and you're wanting to expand your work, getting out of your head first and taking a step back is going to allow for new expansion, especially with this Ace of Wands coming through. Asking yourself, what is bringing you joy, passion, and excitement right now? Especially coupled with that Three of Wands. And if you're not in alignment with that and not feeling that on a daily basis, what can you do to invest in the joy, or maybe re-sparking creativity or excitement in your life, or passion in your relationships, more intimacy, and maybe even a Cancer, of course, with the Chariot representing Cancerian energy, may help you. And there also may even be a start of a new relationship, whether that's creatively, a passion project, work, or love that can be coming through. I just think right now, Cancer, you might be a little bit tired, a little bit burnt out, or a little bit frustrated, but it's clear that this expansion is coming. So with Mercury retrograde, take time to truly slow down and see where your thoughts and your words maybe aren't aligning, or how you can align them better to spark this inspiration and this joy to allow greater love, creativity, and movement in all ways to happen. And especially if some of you are sensing a move or travel or getting recognized for your work and then being able to travel to showcase that, or just physically moving ahead in your career or your relationships with that Chariot. Also too, of course, the Chariot represents movement and travel, but it also means success and victory, and you, like I said, moving forward in your endeavors. So if you're feeling stuck or frustrated near the beginning of this season, slow down, reassess, use these retrogrades to your advantage so that the success and new inspiration is imminent, okay? So that is my general reading for Virgos. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, tips and donations are always appreciated. The link to donate can be found in my bio. If you want to gain a greater scope of what this Gemini season means for you, you can watch the Tarotscope that is in line with your rising or moon sign. And if you want to know more about that Jupiter in Pisces transit and what that means for the collective and for you individually, the workshop can be found on my website or on the link in our bio. Currently, all my one-on-one readings are full until the end of June. So if you want to book ahead for June, July, do so sooner than later, or you can be added to my waitlist just by clicking the Contact Us tab on our website and then just filling out your name, contact details, and what kind of reading you are wanting. And of course, please tag another Virgo that could benefit from this message as well, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you soon. Bye.